Welcome back to our Kiln Creek series. Today we're going to dive into two single-family home neighborhoods on the Newport News side of Kiln Creek, Dunhill and Southlake. My name's David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty. Stick around and we'll get right to it. Alrighty, well, we're going to start in Dunhill. And this is a neighborhood of about 115 homes. And one of the things I like about it is that it's right near the entrance to Kiln Creek, right off of Victory. So if you're someone like me who's constantly coming and going, because I'm off to showings, I'm off to disappointments, then I'm home, and then I'm out. If you have a life like mine, then you may really like just where it's located within the greater subdivision. Now, one of the reasons why this neighborhood is so popular is because it has somewhat ranch-style homes as one of the options. And they are actually deceptive because there's usually living space on the second level, but that means they have first-floor master bedrooms. And so there aren't a lot of first-floor master bedrooms in Kiln Creek at all. So this neighborhood has quite a few, and that's one of the things that makes it so popular. Now, this home behind me right here, 937 Willbrook, this actually sold about a month ago and sold for $363,000. So that gives you a good idea of where prices are. You know, it's there have been about 6 homes that have sold here in the last 6 months or so, and that's not very many. You know, for 115 homes for only 6 to sell. You know, that's, I think the first floor master situation is one of the reasons why not too many people move really fast out of here. But, you know, the average sale price was really about $367,000. So that one was really right on the money. And then some of the larger homes in here are selling for more like $385,000, kind of that range. There hasn't been anything over $400,000 in here. So if you're kind of in the maybe $330,000 to $385,000 range, this could be a good option for you. Now, one of the other things that people really like about this neighborhood is that if you go one block over to Heathland, you are going to get golf course lots. So the 6th hole of Kiln Creek Country Club is 1 block over, and you know, and if you're towards the beginning of the neighborhood, you're actually going to be right on the tee box. So it can be really fun. And then if you're kind of down a little further, you're going to be right in the line of my shanked drives. So it's a good place to be if you're looking to be on the golf course, but you still want a single family home, because a lot of the other golf course lots, it varies, but a lot of the golf course lots are either going to be a little bit smaller homes, or they're going to be almost more like duplex style. So this is a pretty good neighborhood to kind of have the best of both worlds. You know, my experience in this neighborhood is pretty quiet. You know, most everybody does a really good job of maintaining their home. And, you know, that's kind of one of the things about Kiln Creek that you get, is that it is an HOA. It's $105 a month, and that's just for Kiln Creek. Now, this neighborhood doesn't have an additional fee on top of that. It's just the 105, but some of the neighborhoods do. So if you're looking to keep your HOA fee down, this is as low as you're going to get. So I will just say one thing about it is, as we get closer to the end of Willbrook, it does back up to the highway. So you are looking at getting a little noisy. We're kind of getting to that point right now where you kind of can't really sit outside without it being a pretty big presence. So if you're looking for super quiet, you may not want to be in the back half of this neighborhood, particularly this street, Willbrook. The rest of the neighborhood, yeah, you can hear it in the distance a little bit, but it's no big deal. But, you know, as far as neighborhoods go, you know, this one was built in 1992, 93. So we're at the point where this is a 30-year-old neighborhood. You know, I still see a few original roofs, but a lot of those things are being updated. So you're starting to see a combination of homes that have had some really nice updates to them, and they're really ready for new homeowners. And then every now and again, you see one that just has, the same person's been in there for 30 years, they haven't done anything. So, but I think one of the great things about where Kiln Creek is now is that it's past that point where you're starting to see the good turnover, new roofs, HVAC systems, all that good stuff. So you're just going to have a lot of opportunity to get a nice home with some good updates and be able to get into you know, a nice neighborhood. And especially for Dunhill, if you're looking for a first floor master, this could be a really good target neighborhood for you. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hop in the car and we'll drive around for a little bit so you can see a little bit more of the neighborhood, and then we'll head on over to Southlake. Okay, well now we're in Southlake, and this neighborhood is a little bit different than the last one in the fact that it's almost entirely two-story homes. So you're not really going to get much first floor master bedroom opportunity here. I think there may be 6 or 7 in the whole community, and it's a 91 home community. So it's a little bit smaller than Dunhill, but one of the things about this community is it is almost every home is between 2,000 and 2,500 square feet. So you're going to get a lot of just very traditional two-story homes. They're all really lovely, built in, 89, 90. And, one of the features that I love about this community that I'm going to turn around and show you here is this extra parking. So in every little alcove of this neighborhood, there's some extra parking that really makes it so that whenever you have friends over or family members, of course, a lot of these homes almost all of them have 2-car garages and have plenty of driveway space. But, the thing that, whenever you have more than 1 or 2 people over, you're looking at needing some additional space. And this neighborhood has it. It's super unique because I actually don't really know of any other single-family neighborhoods around that have that extra parking. So I love it. I think it's great. We're going to walk by one of my friend's houses that I helped him buy here about 5 years ago, and the parking lot is right across the street from their house. So that's where I park. It's great. It's so convenient. And in terms of the golf course, so some of these homes are on the golf course, but not a lot. So if you're specifically targeting golf course lots, then this might not be a neighborhood that you want to wait on, because you're really not looking at very many homes out of the 91 that are on the golf course. But there are a few, so if one pops up, you got to jump on it, because I'm sure a lot of people want it. But, for the most part, you're looking at a lot of 4-bed, 2.5-bath homes. That is bread and butter Southlake. And then just in terms of location in the neighborhood, this one's off of Brick Kiln. So mostly you have the Kiln Creek Parkway loop, but then you have Brick Kiln that heads out to Jefferson. So the great thing about the location is if you really want faster access to, let's just say Lowe's and Home Depot and Walmart and Trader Joe's, all that good stuff, that's going to be a little easier for you to get to, relatively speaking. It's not like, you might save a minute and a half of your life, but it's a little faster and a little easier. Or if you work out that way, it's just, it's a better, it could be a better location for you within the community. Now, this neighborhood does have an extra HOA fee. So not only does it have the 105, but it has an additional $65 a month HOA due on top of it, specifically for this neighborhood. What does that get you? Great question. As far as I can tell, not really anything. But I think, in a lot of Kiln Creek, you do get the extra fees that help maintain the specific subdivision within the greater Kiln Creek area. But this is a neighborhood where, only 2 homes have sold in the last 6 months, and one is currently pending. So people come here. This is a place where you do your 20 to 30 year home. This is a long-term home for a lot of people. And then, those homes are really going to sell for, right now they're going for the mid to high 3s. So nothing over 400 yet, just like Dunhill. So pretty comparable in terms of price range, which is why I wanted to put them together so you could see them both. And then you're really just kind of looking at, when one does become available, they move pretty fast. So if you are thinking about Southlake as an option, there are going to be a lot of good homes here. Do keep in mind the second floor, master bedroom, couple of golf course options, convenient off of Brick Kiln, really easy to get to the clubhouse from here. So because you can go right across Brick Kiln, go straight into the clubhouse. So if you're a golfer, even though you probably aren't going to get golf course lot here unless you get lucky, there's a lot of good opportunity just to shoot right over there and get going for the day. All right, so let's go take a little ride around so you can see a little bit more. Okay, well, those are the neighborhoods of Dunhill and Southlake in Kiln Creek. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those below or just reach out to me directly. My contact information will be below. And we'll also have some links down there that'll take you to houses that are currently for sale in both of those neighborhoods, as well as a link that'll take you to homes for sale in all of Kiln Creek. And do me a big favor and like this video, share it with any friends or family members that you know who may be looking to move to the area, and subscribe to this channel for more content about Kiln Creek and everything in the surrounding Hampton Roads area. Again, my name is David Tortellini, and thanks for watching.